All right. So looking back at week one, fellas, what must change? We had a loss, but all I remember here, if we go back to some of the highlights, a lot of positives. We moved the ball a little bit, touchdown in the very beginning, running it down, Flacco controlling it all across the field.
He looked pretty good.
Great play here. Jerry Jeudy, Tillman got some catches here. Oh, this is the only field goal that I remember.
That's the only one. That's an extra point, but that's the only one you remember. No, that's a field goal. You're right.
Great field goal. And then Flacco throwing it to
Fannin.
Right? Fannin had a great game. Lots of great plays. And this one to Tillman. Great at the end there. That's what I remember. Drew, what would we change from those highlights?
I think we actually have this. Go ahead and roll like the next little bit of it. I'd love for once in our lives for this not to happen. How about that happens the other way? At one point in this team's entire existence, good throw, catch it, other team, how is that an interception? This happens to this team more than almost any other team that you'll ever see. And I don't have hard data on that, but I know if there's a bad bounce to be had, you can rest assured the Cleveland Browns will find it. So it's easy to point to those two plays and say, well, just don't gift interceptions off of receivers' hands. And yeah, it would be good to maybe not do that next week. But the more serious answer that I'm going to give is Dylan Sampson, 2.4 yards per carry, Jerome Ford, 1.3 yards per carry. I don't know if Quinshawn will play in this game, but the bar is very low in terms of the rushing efficiency. So I would be looking for that to change, and I would love to see that change against a Ravens team that they ought to be better on defense than the team that they just played. So I don't know how it changes, but I'd sure love to see them run the ball with some type of efficiency, against a really good opponent in the Baltimore Ravens.
Eric, what must change against the Ravens?
I mean, I feel like it's a broken record, but it's kind of the same thing we've been saying for the last at least 25 years. It's limiting those mistakes, limiting those turnovers, limiting those penalties, actually forcing turnovers. That would be great. We haven't been able to do that in quite some time, and stop leaving points on the field. The great teams can overcome them. We are not a great team. The good teams can kind of overcome them. I don't think we're even there yet, but yeah, I mean, when you're playing a team that is at least at your level or some deem as more talented of a bunch, your margin for error is so small. The other thing is I have remembered so many times in my adult life that I have seen the Cleveland Browns be great on one side of the ball and just pathetic on the other. And that's not a recipe that you're going to win games in the NFL. And will get you close. It'll get you, maybe 1, 2, 3 points away, but it's not going to win the game. And one side's got to complement the other. And hopefully that third side, AKA special teams, which has not been our strong suit for many years, outside of the Phil Dawson, Josh Cribbs era, that's got to help too. We can't, just be so deficient in one portion of the team and expect to win games on a consistent basis. So, figuring out the mental mistakes has to be eliminated, if not reduced greatly, and forcing the other team into those mental, physical mistakes. Unfortunately, they weren't able to do that to Joe Burrow this past week, and it's going to be another tough task against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. But you did see the fumble late by Derrick Henry last game, which kind of led to the Bills winning. So maybe we can get lucky, get that good bounce go our way. But yeah, we got a lot to fix this year, or this game, but probably this year too.